What's up, everybody? Sitting here with Fred Donaldson, drummer from Colored Animal. We're currently at the Factory Studios cutting our record, and we're going to introduce the world to Fred today. So, Fred, welcome. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Can you
very
tell
much.
us a little bit about your musical background?
My musical background? I was a late bloomer. I actually didn't start playing the drums until I was almost 19. Um, but it's a classic story for a lot of drummers. A lot of drummers can identify with it. For me, it was Metallica. Album was Injustice for All. The song was One. Saw it for the first time. Saw the video on the TV, and that classic breakdown section with the double bass just blew my freaking mind.
You were hooked.
Yeah, it got me interested in drums, but it changed what I listened to in music as well. Like
Sure.
it changed. It was a 180. After that, went out, got my first drum set, which I still have, and just started practicing like a madman. Had a band with some roommates that started up. It started fairly well. Won a battle of the bands, but then it didn't last. But the drums have always stayed, and it's always kind of been a part. And I've just been continuously evolving from there and joining and playing with great musicians, and kind of finally found my home in Colored Animal now.
Cool. What's different about being in Colored Animal than being in past bands that you've been in?
Um, there's several things. Number one is the level of maturity. Um, not just as people, but in their musical choices. Um,
Because we're old.
there's a healthy level of respect amongst all the members of the band. I mean, we joke around, we have our fun, and we can get away with it because we all are on, we're all in a good place, and we all are friends as well as bandmates, and that comes with being comfortable in yourself as a person, and that comes with maturity. Like we enjoy being around each other, but the big thing that's different about this band is that I'm playing with a bunch of people that are better than me, and it makes me a better player. And it's something that it continues to inspire me every day to try to keep playing better and to try to serve the music as best I can.
Cool.
Other than that, it's a nonstop amount of laughing and hilarity almost every time that we hang out. So that makes it a
Cool.
lot of fun.
So, like I mentioned in the beginning, we're at the Factory Recording Studios in Vancouver, making our first record. So, how has the experience been for you, and what are some things that you've learned about the process?
Well, being in the factory, I will say that I have done recording before, more guerrilla style. But being in the factory is my first proper recording studio experience, and it's everything that I hoped it would be. It's everything that I expected and more. Being able to it's actually surprisingly comfortable. Like I'm really enjoying the experience of being here, both in tracking, recording the instruments as well as doing the mixing. It's a really comfortable environment. It's easy to try to it's easy to play our best here and have a good time, and my mind keeps getting continuously blown every day when I hear more and more of what's being created
Yeah.
in here. It's just it's an amazing experience working with professional people that can really help you take your music to the next level. I mean, I've always thought that our songs that we made and the music that we make as a band has been something that's worth listening to, but hearing it continuously evolve as we go through the recording process is just, I don't know. It makes me really proud to be in this band.
Cool.
It makes me really proud to have these songs.
So, knowing what you know today, just about how the process has gone, what do you think you would do differently, or if you could change anything about it, what would that be?
Oh, in general, I probably would have started earlier. I mean, it's hard to kind of put that. It's hard to say that there's regrets because I mean, if I didn't go through the musical journey that I have, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Mm.
Like I mean, if anything had changed, who knows where I wouldn't be? I might not be playing in this band. I might not even be living in this city. There's so many different things. I mean, I find myself personally on a musical level. I mean, I find myself going backwards in time and kind of teaching myself little things about my instrument and kind of relearning my drums, going back to the basics. So I mean, it would have been nice to have a little bit more reinforcement, but at the same time, I can't say that that's necessarily a bad thing that I missed out on it, because that again, it influences how I play. It influences my style, you know, and you know I don't know. I really kind of like what I've done so far, but there's always something new to learn. So I don't know. I don't know if I would necessarily change anything. You know, I mean, I'm just happy to be here in the moment and enjoying the time. You know, and just enjoying the experience.
Cool. So one final question: how many gas stations would you say are in Canada?
How many gas stations would I say are in Canada? Wow. How do you answer that?
No, sorry. The answer we were looking for there was 6,492. Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, that's all our time for today. Fred Donaldson, keeping the beat.
Oh, cheers.